Never underestimate the benefits of conducting a review process at the end of each project. Lessons learned are invaluable. Understanding where the pitfalls can occur can save many. A project manager. Normally there is apprehension in conducting a review in fear that the project failings are highlighted, and this is never good for the ego. There is something therapeutic about outlining aspects which did not go according to plan and how they can be avoided in the future. There are many reasons why reviews are not held, but focusing on the negativity is not beneficial. It is necessary to treat reviews in the same vein as any important part of the project management process. Create policies, procedures, and guidelines that recognize the phases of the review process: initiation, research, and report. Appoint and empower a review team with the responsibility to embed the capture of useful data and mini reviews or retrospectives into the project. Assemble the right players: project performers, clients, functional managers and staff, etc. Collect and analyze project artifacts. Create a set of interview questions for use in individual and group sessions. Facilitate the sessions. Evaluate the findings and produce a report. Depending on the scope of the project and the availability of templates, the process from initiation through to reporting can take from a few days to weeks. It should be understood that the review is part of a broader quality assurance process. The contents of review reports are input to evaluate and improve the project management process. Lessons learned are truly learned by an organization only when they are used to change performance for the better. Make them happen as an integral part of the project, not just after it is over. In other words, regularly review and adjust performance and capture lessons learned so that when the end of a major phase has completed, or the project as a whole, there is a pre-existing list of lessons learned and issues to be discussed in depth and recommend next steps. In agile methodologies, there is a review, a retrospective, after each sprint. This means that every week or two there is a stepping back to review and learn from performance. A full project review takes place upon completion of the project. One of the most effective ways to ensure that reviews are useful is to establish guidelines and provide checklists and agendas, rather than creating yet another checklist and agenda. For reviews, use one of the hundreds of templates, checklists, and models, including your own project management process model. Why reinvent the wheel? Instead, do some research and either use an existing process description or craft one that combines the best features of several. Reviews can be laborious when the same exercises and sequences are repeated, or when assertive individuals monopolize the review. Participants need to be engaged to get the best from a review or any meeting for that matter. A well-facilitated review will avoid simply reading through checklists and reports. The review should be similar to a presentation. Interactive events are presented, where participants are facilitated to take an active part, sharing their points of view. Dotting reflections on the emotional state of the project reinforces the importance of the softer side of projects, the interpersonal and interpersonal. Having this as part of the guidelines for regularly stepping back to reflect makes it more likely that stakeholders will acknowledge their stress and how it affects their relationships. Finally, if resistance to reviews remains, then work to make sure that candid performance evaluation is valued and enabled by eliminating blaming and defensiveness. Add to that clear and practical guidelines, checklists and templates, and effective facilitation with engaging exercises. Fold in executive sponsorship for continuous improvement. Hopefully, as organizations and their processes mature, effective performance reviews as an integral part of ongoing project performance improvement will become a normal